Hi, this is Marshall Harper, and this is my project for Studies in Interpersonal Communication at HSER 508. The title of my project is Communication, a Work in Progress. And I chose that title because I really feel that communication is a work in progress. Coming into this course, I felt that communication was a strength of mine. This is something that I've done for my adult life. My career has been about communication. I've been a supervisor, I've been an administrator, I've worked with people one-on-one for the last 12 years. Coming into the semester, I felt like that this would be a course that I may learn some new things, but then I may it'd be a refresher for a lot of things for me, and that this would be an easy course for me. I have to say this has been a very challenging course for me, and not from a standpoint of the overload or the coursework, but the internal journey that I've taken through this course, because I feel like that has been a key part of what this semester has done for me, is that I've really been able to look at me and my communication style, and it's brought up a lot of questions and a lot of things that I want to improve. So the journey doesn't end here, it continues. What communication means to me, this definition I actually took. This is from journal entries and discussion boards. This is throughout the course how the definition has changed. And I didn't take this from the text. I took this from some of my own thoughts as this course has went. In here I've written that communication is giving others access to our beliefs, values, and identity. I think this is important. This is being vulnerable. This is allowing others to see us for who we are. And who we are is a response to our environment based on our past experiences and our background influences. I've thought a lot about my background and my past experience and how that has shaped how I communicate with others, and how I even during presentations. One of the funny things I thought, man, what have I said in some of those presentations? What filter was in place, or what bias was coming out? So it's kind of scary in a way that I wish I'd have had this course 10 years ago. An active process that requires integrity of both the sender and receiver to be effective. And integrity is at times defined as consistency of actions, being honest to yourself and being honest to others. I think this is the pinnacle of communication. If you can share that with another person, where you're on it, you can be honest with yourself and you can be honest with the other person, and that's reciprocated. I think that really is the pinnacle of communication. I think that's what we're working toward as human beings, is to achieve that level. A willingness to immerse ourselves in the beliefs, values, and identity of another. This is the difficult part of communication, being able to really suspend your beliefs and dive into those thoughts and feelings of another person, and to gain insight on their background. Where are they coming from? Why is this message, and what does it truly mean? My overarching goal is to increase my ability to express my ideas and opinions to others, to have that courage to show vulnerability, and to recognize when communication filters are creating barriers. For me, I think that all of those work together to either bring about a barrier or to bring about effective communication. And those are my goals. That is really that's the work in progress. Background and behavioral blend influences. Here, my background. I was the youngest sibling of two. I was kind of a class clown. Even though I didn't want the center of attention, I wanted to make others around me feel good. And being the youngest sibling, I used humor and I used attention-seeking behaviors. So I was very outgoing. I was very outspoken. And I think that's where my comfort level in front of groups, in front of people, has come from. Um, I do struggle to express opinions, and I do tend to be cautious and land on the impersonal side of the communication scale, and that's protecting the image. Whether it be the image that comes from having a certain title, or an image that I have created to protect those vulnerabilities. My behavioral blend. I was very surprised at how accurate the assessment was to begin the course, because it really did define a lot about me. I am cautious. I am people oriented, and the part that really struck me is what people expect of me, and that is they expect leadership. And I've been thrust into leadership roles over my career. And I've accepted that, and I think that's part of being a people pleaser. Is that you know I've accepted those positions, and I've worked really hard to do that, and protecting an image. And even if I had feelings of inadequacy or whatever, I protected that image. I stayed on that impersonal side of communication. Potential barriers for me, filters. That is something I've really become aware of, and I want to increase awareness that is in those filters, um, and recognize when, okay, this filter is creating a barrier. I need to really focus here, and I really need to increase my attention on the message that I'm receiving. Communication overload is a barrier for me. Multiple things coming at you all the time, whether it be through email, through text, through personal conversations, through any type of media, really. And stepping out and taking time for myself to recharge the batteries, and to be able to recognize filters and refocus on the conversation. Pride. Pride is something here that I think is a barrier. That's one of the reasons that I land on that impersonal side. And here I use scripture, Galatians 6:4. Each one should test his own actions, then he can take pride in himself without comparing himself to somebody else. Be me. I know that I know who I am. I feel like this course has opened my eyes a little bit about not only who I am, but who I can be, and to really focus on that, who I can be, and what I can be for myself and not for others, and to remain focused on that. Noise pollution, internal noise pollution for me is allowing biases to filter and influence the message. The flat brain syndrome, that emotional storm that creates a barrier. Negative communication impacts me in that I don't express opinions and thoughts, and then allowing distractions to influence my communication, which is an external pollution. And I think the solutions to that is to practice patient communication, reduce the emotional disturbance, support those around me to improve their communication by leading the way, and then reduce distractions by protecting the environment. Lastly, my action plan is to examine and repair ineffective communication by removing faulty filters that have developed over time, refocus and place emphasis on improving communication, become more patient, and then build the self-esteem needed to implement the action plan. This is Marshall Harper. Thank you.